guys, today I have this glamorous fair skin makeup tutorial for you. As always, I'm starting out with primer, using this Face of Australia high definition primer all over my face to make it nice and smooth and fill in my pores for my foundation. I'm priming my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just placing it on first with the brush and then I'm blending it all out with my fingers just before I set it with some powder. Now for some transitional eyeshadows. I'm using two Makeup Geek eyeshadows today. I'll have all of the products listed in the description box below, so don't forget to check out there for all of the details. But I'm just placing these two shadows pretty much mixed together just throughout my crease really messily. Then I'm going in with a matte natural kind of colour and just placing that just above those eyeshadows. Now I'm going in with Cocoa Bear, which is a really nice warm tone brown, and placing that on my outer V and just deepening that up there. Now I'm going in with the colour Bitten, and I love this colour. It makes my eyes pop, well I feel like it does anyway. And I'm just placing it on the top of Cocoa Bear, and I'm just really focusing on blending everything out and making it look like really nice and blended. I feel like everything shows up a lot more when I have fair skin. Now I'm going in with my lid colour, which is Shimma, and so I'm just packing that one on the lid, just in patting motions of my brush. And then going back over with that same brush and deepening up that colour in the crease and making sure it's nice and bold as well as blended. Now time for the face. I'm using this Mineral Therapy Illuminator by Face of Australia. I find that I really like a nice kind of dewy skin look, especially when I have fair skin. So I'm using that first and then mixing these two colours. I have the Pro Longwear in NC20, but it is still a little bit dark for me, but I don't think I'd be as light as NC15. So I'm just mixing all of these products in together to give me a really nice finish on my skin today. I'm going in with a brush first and just mixing them and spreading them out, and then I will go over with a beauty blender and blend it all out and beautify the finish of the foundation. Just placing a little bit of extra coverage on my cheeks and my nose. Because I'm not wearing fake tan, I feel like my red cheeks show through a lot more. So I'm going to place some extra coverage on there and blend it out before I get into my concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer first. This is in their lightest shade, I think Fair. And just placing hoops of that underneath the eyes, down the nose, forehead and chin, and I'll use my beauty blender to blend that out. Because I wanted a little bit more coverage, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Concealer over the top and just doing the same thing. This concealer has a bit more coverage, but it can tend to go quite thick and tacky, so just be careful with it and don't use too much. I'm using this Bow Beauty pressed powder to set my face, and it's the fairest one that they have, and it's actually like really good. The Australis Fresh and Flawless isn't light enough when I'm fair skinned. This one is really light. So I'm setting my face where I've applied the concealer, making sure that that's really set well, and then I will just set the rest of my face. I'm not going to completely set it, but I'm just going to bounce the beauty blender around with some product on it and just, yeah, set my face. I'm using the NARS Lagnua bronzer for my contouring today, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly do it, not as heavily handed as I normally would. Just the cheekbones, forehead, jawline, nose, and underneath the lips, I think I do in the end. That's the usual places that I hit anyway. I'm using this Face of Australia blush in Nutmeg. This is actually my favourite blush at the moment. I really love it and has a beautiful sheen to it as well. So I'm just placing that on the apples of my cheeks and working it up the way, working it towards my temples. I'm going in with highlighter and I'm using TheBalm Merry Luminizer today, and I'm placing that on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm also going to place some on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and just above my eyebrows as well. So now time for a little bit of Fix Plus. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Blonde. This is just my holy grail. Like, when I don't use this product, I can see the difference in my brows. It just is amazing. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line. So I'm taking, I think this is Frappe, and it's a Makeup Geek eyeshadow. It's one that I use in the transition, and I'm placing that on my lower lash line just with this kind of smudger brush, just going back and forth and smudging it along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Bitten and do the same thing. It looks a little bit creepy when I just have this done and no eyelashes or eyeliner on, but it looks fine by the end. Well, you guys would have seen anyway from the start. So now for eyeliner, I'm using my Black Australis eyeliner, my pencil one at first, and I'm really going to awkwardly do my highlighting and waterlining. Now for liquid eyeliner, I'm going to create a wing with the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner, and it's going to be maybe like medium-sized wing, small to medium-sized wing. I don't know. I never do like big wings, like what I consider big wings. People just do every day. Now for lashes, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Lash Blast Length in Water Resistant, which it really isn't. It does move around when you cry or hop in the shower, like I tested it. Anyway, so going to give my top and bottom lashes some coats of that one before I put on some falsies. So I'm using the Maybelline Nude Lip Liner in 20 to line my lips. Now I'm using this shade from the Too Faced Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar palette to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. I love this shade, it's so pretty. Using this MAC lipstick to fill in the rest of my lips just before I go in with a lip gloss, which is the Model Co one in the pink shells. And I'm using these red cherry lashes today as well. So that is the end of my makeup tutorial. If you enjoyed this fair skin makeup tutorial, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you guys like seeing these tutorials and I can do more of them. And I will see you soon. Bye! I'm here at dinner with the girls and we just ordered our dinner, but I'm just having a wine. I put a taxi in because I didn't want to drive.